I have a two-part question, gentlemen. First of all, you're all in the enterprise component of your various curriculum. Do you have contact with other computer science majors who are not in the enterprise curriculum? If that is true, what do those other non-enterprise students say about your involvement in enterprise computing? What's their opinion about what you're doing?
At Widener, really, we're just starting with the whole enterprise computing, and we only have an introductory to large-scale computing course at the moment. I'm being told they're working on expanding that and getting deeper, offering more courses. So it's more like, so with the other computer science majors, take one course, another one, I'm meeting with people that aren't in the same course, haven't taken it yet, and so you get asked, what's it like, how was it, It was a very interesting course. The thing is, it goes about 3 hours of lab, does kind of tend to drag at times, but it is very interesting. There is a lot of in-depth in there, and the way it's set up with Widener is you can pretty much, using Vista NT 3270, you can, at home, in your dorm, anywhere you can put that on, you can log in and work on your labs at any time, so you don't have to be stuck in the classroom for 3 hours.
At Marist, as I see it so far in the undergraduate, a lot of the enterprise classes are electives that you can take. So I took the Intro to ZOS class as an elective, but still have my own computer science track. And a lot of the students I come across, including one of my coworkers, has a lot of reservations for using a mainframe, or he really looks at it as ZOS. But
what are some of those reservations?
He doesn't want to work on the green screen. He thinks it's too plain, it's old, it's outdated. He wants to be a game developer, and he does not want to go near it at all. He thinks that it's a dead-end career.
Does he know what's running behind Second Life?
I don't think he likes Second Life, so that's probably not a good sell.
Never mind.
But yeah, he wants to. He doesn't think there's any kind of graphical interface. He thinks it's non-user friendly. And when I talk with him about it, I mean, there's the green screen. Obviously, you can use that, but there's so many other tools. I mean, RDZ makes a graphical interface you can use for development, and it's a tough sell. I mean, to him at least. Others, are easy to convert, but the Windows ones that are really holding strong, they're tougher to get to change.
I find a similar thing. I talked to some of my friends that are going to different tracks for computer science and information systems. They don't want to work with the terminal. They don't want to work with the command line. Some of them, I think a lot of them have the dream of being a game developer making $200,000 a year, which I don't think is going to happen. I mean, that seems to be the big dream of people going into computer science. I mean, it would be cool to be a game developer, but I never had that dream, and I knew that my money was going to be working with a big corporation, managing systems that handled main transactions and stuff. So that's where I went into. I enjoy being able to work with that, and I think it's cool to work with the data that actually makes the world go around. What I found, even when you're talking to incoming freshmen, mainframe is a very stagnant word. I'm a vice president of our Enterprise Computing Student Association, and we're talking to people to try to get them in. I avoid using the word at mainframe at all costs. I refer to it as IBM's E-server, Z-series E-server. And don't tell them it's a mainframe until they've seen what it does and how to work it and have actually seen the physical machine. Then they're like, oh. So
you're making it sexy.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
I would agree with the last two speakers. There tend to be some reservations for the uninitiated.
Lean in.
But once you begin to explain to them the incredible reliability, security, all the different industries. When you drop Fortune 500, so many of those are involved with System Z. It really begins to become a lot clearer for them, and it definitely changes perceptions, particularly for the completely uninitiated. And again, I would also agree with with Justin's point that really marketing is everything with the newer generation of upcoming developers, and enterprise systems using that term as a starting point is one of the best ways to do that.
I've heard many people talk about their interest and what got them into it, but has the word gotten out sufficiently that there are jobs there, and with the people going away who are presently supporting these systems, and with other jobs, and someone mentioned programming, we know many of these are being outsourced to foreign countries. The mainframe jobs are wide open here, and as we talk about grid computing and everything else, that's where the action is. Now, has that word gotten out sufficiently? Jobs.
I'm saying I have an internship, and I'm staying in the dorms, so I get to visit all the previous students that come in and out, and I've had a chance to talk to some of them. I ask them, well, would you be interested in enterprise systems? And they think the field's dead. Unfortunately, it's far from it and needs employees. They don't think that there's jobs there. And I think that maybe on lower levels in high schools, and I think there needs to be a better advertising campaign going on. There are jobs here. This is where where you can make money, you can get a job, and this is a decent career to start at. And I think that IBM's been doing a good job, but I think they need to scream a little bit louder than what they have been.
Where do you guys see it at other schools?
I think one of the problems is when you're in college initially, freshman, sophomore, you're not really concerned with the job at all. You're kind of concerned first with what am I going to major in, and then a lot of it, I don't know. You never really think about what am I going to do with this after college. You're just kind of I'm here to learn, I guess. And I think a lot of people have that mentality, and then there comes the senior year where you're like, oh, great, what am I going to do with this now? So I don't know exactly how to change the mindset so students, think about jobs more often, but I mean, you can tell them that there's jobs there. I don't think that's going to change their mind as much just because they're not even thinking about getting jobs. They're just thinking about what am I going to do right now to learn.
Now, Sean, you're a senior right now, right?
Yeah, I'm still not thinking about it.
That's not the right. It's a voice of experience there.
My question is, from the business and from IBM side, what can we do to put that word out there more effectively to students and to people who are getting into computer science to say, get into the mainframe because there's opportunities for jobs, there's a lot of really interesting stuff you can get into to learn, and it's a good place to be.
I think IBM has started on a good path. They have that Master the Mainframe contest, and I think that's a fairly good thing. I just think they need to advertise it a bit more to if you can get it out to the younger students, and especially the freshmen. That's where I got nabbed with the freshmen in college. That's where I first saw that and got a chance to play around with the mainframe and got to read about it. And then I had my COBOL class. I actually took 272, which was our COBOL class, and I got a chance to learn about the mainframe and learn that it was important. That's how I got involved in everything I have up to this point.
By the way, please don't say mainframe. Let's say large systems or E-series.
Yeah, large systems. IBM is advertising the large systems. I think if they did more events like the Master the Mainframe and focused it toward the high school students, their potential college students, I think that could help a lot. And point them to universities to have these programs, that would help a great deal.
I didn't hear anything really about mainframes, or I hadn't even been a thought until I was in my sophomore year. And, but the course was pretty much brought up by my faculty advisor. This is, a very sought after and desired skill to have out there, and, it'd be a good experience to go and learn this. But, kind of supporting that, trying to go and get people who are in high school looking to go to college, try to get them thinking about a career in mainframes when they're starting to make their choice. Not, when you're pretty much chosen to college and you're a freshman year, some people will, switch majors. You do have that little thing. I started as an electrical engineer, and I got a couple of years into that and switched tracks. But, really it's trying to people who are late in their junior year or earlier in their senior year before they start trying to get early acceptance letters, getting that word out to them that this is there's a lot of jobs out there. There's a demand for the people with this skill. There is going to be a job market available here because, people who have these skills already, I had no clue that, from one of the presentations about 72% of the people in the field right now are, around retirement age.
Now, the last question was, what should IBM do to make enterprise system more likable? Now, my question to you is, from academia side, should we continue to teach courses that deal with fundamentals, theories, and are not product specific, or should we try now to make some changes because it appears that the job market is better for the enterprise system? What do you think?
We have a class that's hardware and software architecture I just got done with called ITK 225, and it doesn't deal with specific architecture. It's computer architecture and software. And I feel that leaving that class the way it is important because you can get a general understanding of the computer architecture and stuff. I feel that we should have classes built on that afterwards that build upon that class that discuss the mainframe and Z-series and go into the enterprise and large systems computing. But you should always have that base class for your general programming, your general architecture. I think I learned a lot, and I feel that a lot of the skills I gained in that class will carry on quite well.
With Widener, I mean, you're not, the actual introduction to large-scale computing is a 300 level course. It's not offered until you already have meet 3 prerequisites, which is, you know, all 200 level classes, and then you already have to have taken the first of the database structure courses before you can even be allowed to take and learn anything with large-scale computing. So it's very much laying down the basics of what computer science is before you start moving into a more specialized field.
When I first started hearing about like the mainframe, I mean, I heard about it and it was like all about IBM, but I mean, you know, as a computer science major, I'm more like knowing about the deeper stuff and not generally like the, you know, the product vendor. So if actually like the actual companies that are looking for people are the ones to go after it. I mean, IBM, yeah, it's good that they're going after them, but like for the actual companies that are looking for people, you know, if they go to the high schools and say, hey, you know, we have all these jobs here, you know, we'd love to see you, you know, I mean, that would really say, I think, a little bit more than like, you know, a company that has the product. Yeah, of course they're going to be wanting, you know, people to go in it and, you know, which, I mean, it's good, but, and even maybe like have the other vendors, I don't know, show that there are other vendors, because I mean, I've heard that there is HP, and you know, I've never seen an HP enterprise system or whatever they have, or any of the other vendors, you know, and show that there is more, and not just IBM.
Your insights at your age is really incredible. So my observation is that you guys know a heck of a lot more than I did at your age, and I'm one of those 72% who are on the threshold probably of retirement after being at IBM for 35 years. But in light of the presentations we've heard over the last couple of days, and knowing what you know, and you mentioned just, Adam, about marketing is everything. IBM is very big now, and you heard about the Smarter Planet message that we're talking about. There's needs in our society for healthcare solutions, for smart grid solutions, for smart supply chain solutions. Have you guys learned at all, or are you taking any courses in the areas of applications that would expose you to those kind of needs, where your technical prowess and your knowledge of large systems will allow you to say, hey, you know, that's where I want to apply this knowledge that I'm gaining in my undergraduate degree or graduate degree?
At Widener, there's a course offered, I think it's bioinformatics, which has computer science majors working alongside biology majors, specifically to deal with those kind of issues, you know, using what you know about computer science, using what they know about biology, and meshing the two together to solve problems. I haven't yet taken that course, so I can't really speak much on that, but I do know from just overhearing from my parents, they're both in the medical field, about, you know, how antiquated some of the systems are, and, you know, how much, you know, it would be just so much easier if we could do this or that. You know, the need just to be in there of actual applications. I know right now I'm taking a 300 level course, which is just kind of independent study, working on a project, and I'm one of the guys who's interested in game design, so I chose that. So I'm getting firsthand experience that, you know, a lot of it is just on the graphics, not on the actual innards. So I can make a nice database, not so much a nice little person on screen unless you want a stick figure.
The Walton College, last year we created a Applied Sustainability Center. And there, in that center, connected to that center, there are a couple courses that allow students to come up with sustainability projects as a portion of the course. And I personally haven't taken those courses, but I would guess that given the school's relationship with the various enterprise systems firms, that there would be an opportunity there.
For our curriculum, we had an upper level capping class that we had to take, and we had to write a project. We developed a project that would be used to manage healthcare, and it was really developing a client that a doctor or medical staff or a patient could use to better manage you know, billing, finance, prescription, medication, anything along those lines. So we did have some kind of exposure to a larger enterprise kind of idea of thinking of being able to manage something, so large and complex.
I don't know with the way we're going to manage our ITK mainframe. We have two L parts, one for test, one for production, and we're going to be using ZVM to manage Linux and ZOS images. This could be a good demonstration for students about how one system can handle many tasks and many different systems all at once. Instead of having like 20 racks of Linux servers, have 20 images of Linux running on a mainframe. So that's right now as close as I can think of to your question, answering that.
All right. Well, thank you guys very much. You've been a great panel. Give it up for these guys. Very good.